how technology is changing the way we communicate. Ironically, using technology that could promote first and final drafts quickly dashed off and turned in has led my students to spending more time drafting, communicating, reflecting, and revising. Perhaps it feels to a student like he's carrying a shield when a computer wall separates him from his peer reviewer, who's sitting just across the room or even just across the table. Or perhaps a young writer feels she's wearing a real cloak of anonymity when she knows that her name can be hidden from a group that's reading and giving feedback on a draft of her writing, and it's typed so they won't know her handwriting. As writers, we're all vulnerable, especially in the drafting stages. With struggling writers, the difference between having protection and not can make all the difference in how much and what they produce. So a strategy I use with struggling writers is to use technology that they feel provides them coverage, a shield, a cloak. Sharing documents by way of online clouds is one method of working through the writing process that has provided my students with a degree of physical separation that, to many of them, translates to a degree of interpersonal separation that affords safety. Thankfully, this tool still allows for genuine communication, real feedback from real people, a proofreading audience broader than just themselves or their teacher that they need in order to make their writing better. The process evolves from anonymous first drafts, receiving verbal praise and suggestion, to students, their peers, and I leaving each other comments, now with names attached, in the margins and sometimes typed almost simultaneously in real time right on the same page. Sometimes we sit within the same room and type instead of talk, which seemed silly to this teacher at first, but when I saw the difference it made to them, it no longer seemed so silly. It's important that my students come out from behind their cover and claim their writing, but when they're drafting, until they're at that stage when they feel comfortable and safe enough to put down their shields and take off their cloaks, or until that due date arrives, I'll do what I can to afford them their layers of protection that allow them to produce their best expression.